Hello and welcome to my little corner on the internet where I like to talk about some health shit and some witchy shit. So glad you are here. It feels like it's going to be a doozy. It feels weird. The atmosphere feels weird. That's like the best explanation for it. Description, what have you. It came out that we're just gonna jump right into politics, and that's gonna circle back to the brass tacks. So it came out that Trump hit one of his aides, and Melania tested positive for coronavirus, or so they say. I know it's so weird to have like a conspiracy theory surrounding that even. Like, does he really? Is he just doing this for like sympathy points? And it sucks because it's a lot of the same things that happen to us chronic pain patients and chronic illness. Are they just doing it for sympathy? Do they really have X, Y, and Z? Even if there is like documentation and paperwork to say yes, they do. Yeah. But it's so hard because Trump is so much like the boy who cried wolf, you know? I'm a little stumbling on my words because it's just like so many thoughts are swirling in my head. Like, what does this mean for everything else that we have going on this year, you know? Seems like a lot. So, at least, for now, we have pot here. And that can kind of make some of the more sucky things going on a little easier to deal with. So, it's just weird. So this morning, it was like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I saw the news. Last night I went to sleep knowing that, like, I think her name is Hope Hicks was diagnosed with it, and then I woke up to the news that Trump and Melania, who reported that they got it as well. But the second lady and VP Pence do not have it as of yet. But it's just, it's hard because I'm not one of those who wish harm or unwell onto others. But sometimes horrible things happen to horrible people. Just gonna put that out there. And it's funny, I saw a meme today about how they were diagnosed with it on a full moon in the beginning of October, and it's like, finally the witches have had their power heard. So I thought that was funny. But today, going into the affirmation, divination, affirmation, it was, okay, how can I, or what should I focus on going forward to breach the peace with people who will most likely, if this ends well or horribly, depending on how you look at it, for Trump, how do we stave off an even more deadly civil war? You know, and how do we breach peace with his supporters that shunned all, like, credible science and news sources and stuff like that? How do we extend that olive branch? Or do we? You know, because so much harm has already happened. One of the reasons why I will never vote Republican is because basically their platform is they don't want some of my family members to be alive. So yeah, I have an issue with that. We can differ on like toppings on pizza, as long as you don't put meat on my pizza, and things like that. But homophobia and racism and hatred and bigotry, sexism, all of that, there's no gray area for me on that. So that's why I will never vote Republican. Though it's hard to have empathy and a compassionate soul towards somebody who wants you dead, or people that you love dead. But it's part of who I am, I guess. So going into this morning's affirmation poll, that is what I held in my heart. And yeah, once again, the universe was not far from being right on target. It blew over there when I exhaled my bong rip, so I'm doing it by memory. It was yeah, maybe I shouldn't do it by memory, so hold that thought. It was, I inhale confidence and exhale fear. Not like putting the fear back out there with the exhale, but I guess that's what we have to do going forward, to be confident in who we are and the science, the facts, and just make sure that we take care of ourselves. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining me on this journey of self-exploration. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Remember, wear your mask, be kind to each other, be kind to each other, and harm to none, except sometimes karma can be a little sped up with a little bit of help, right? Have a good day.